Hello everyone, it's the GameBoxTurtle. Today we're going to be looking at the just announced Winter Soldier pack that's coming out. I'm super excited, so let's get right into it. I've never seen this page before, so we're just going to go down. We got Armed and Dangerous announcing the Winter Soldier Hero Pack for Marvel Champions, the card game. Super cool art. That is really cool. Okay, Bucky was a skilled fighter before the arm. With it, he's downright scary. Steve Rogers. That's fair. As a young man during World War II, James Bucky Barnes served as a loyal sidekick to Captain America. When an explosion took Bucky's arm and left him on the brink of death, he was captured by Soviet soldiers, fit with a cybernetic replacement arm, and brainwashed into serving as an assassin. Decades later, Captain America helped Bucky remember his past, and now Bucky seeks to atone for the horrors he was forced to commit as the Winter Soldier. Fantasy Flights is thrilled to announce the Winter Soldier Hero Pack for Marvel Champions, the card game. And I am thrilled to hear it announced. A fierce fighter with absolutely lethal combat skills, Winter Soldier blitzes into battle with his expansion pack, which introduces him as a new playable hero alongside his 15 signature cards, paired with a pre-built aggression deck, naturally. To maximize his attacking efficiency, you'll be able to use Winter Soldier's skills at taking down enemies from the moment you open the box. This pack also features a bonus modular encounter set featuring Blizzard of the Thunderbolts, to add another encounter set for the Thunderbolts scenario in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. box. Okay, this art is looking really cool. I'm going to be real. Winter Soldier, I've been super excited for Winter Soldier. Okay, so there's some card art there. Let's go down here. Lethal Protector. As a skilled soldier that was trained relentlessly as a deadly assassin, Winter Soldier has an aggressive playstyle that manifests in his ability to, in a sense, attack and remove threat at the same time. Okay, so we got Bucky Barnes here. 3 recovery. And he is cybernetically enhanced. He is sealed in Soldier. We have another Soldier. That's going to be nice. Especially since I can't get Captain America. So I'm pretty sure Bucky's like the only soldier other than Captain America. I might be wrong about that. But he's shield on both sides. So that makes him very powerful. Cybernetically enhanced. As an action, you can spend 1 resource of any type to search for your deck and discard power for cybernetic arm and put it into play. So he has a cybernetic arm card. Oh, that's probably going to be sick. Not bad for a 99-year-old veteran. Fair enough. Hand size 6, that's fine. Hit points 11, so a little more tanky, but not super tanky. He might have a plus. He might have a hit point boost in his deck. But okay, 3 recovery. A little on the lower end for a super soldier, but he also might have a recovery boost as well, so we'll see. Winter Soldier, 2/2/2 stat line. That's great. Love that. Super Soldier naturally would be good at everything. Lethal Protector. After you attack and defeat an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. That is really good. Yeah, so minion slaying. Yeah, remove 2 threat from a scheme. So that can be a side scheme, the main scheme, a player side scheme. That's good. So he's probably going to be more a minion slayer, like Rocket or Nova type stuff. After you attack and defeat an enemy, so Red Room trained me to do terrible things. I use those skills to safeguard others now. Hand size 5, perfectly normal. Hit points 11 again. Okay. Central to his whole kit is his cybernetic arm. Okay, here we go. Second card, cybernetic arm. Exhaust cybernetic arm. Generate a wild resource for an attack event. That event deals 1 additional damage. Okay. Costs 1. So we can generate it for a attack event. So it has to be an attack event, but it deals 1 additional damage. So that's going to combo well with multiple instances of damage, like melee, 1x1, dive bomb, except you probably can't have aerial. So melee 1x1. Okay. That's cool. Which Bucky Barnes, which we already looked at. So Bucky Barnes can spend a resource to get it and put it into play. Okay, so he's putting it into play. That's super nice. Yeah, that's super nice. So you're getting that right off the bat, a resource generator for attack events, which is going to make this a lot easier to pull off. And that is, oh my goodness, this is not once per phase. After you attack and defeat an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Not once per phase. So every time he defeats an... Okay, that's really good. I was just thinking like once per round, you're removing 2 threat, which is fine. But this is not... He can just clear a board. Like, defeat minions and clear the scheme all at this in one round. Wow. Okay, that's really cool, guys. That's really good. Okay. The arm serves, he can search for it and put it into play as a cost of a single resource. The arm serves as a resource generator for his attack events, and it can also boost the damage that those events deal. This naturally pairs extremely well with Winter Soldiers. We've looked at this. Yeah, his Lethal Protector ability, which lets him remove 2 threat from a scheme whenever he attacks and defeats an enemy. He can trigger this ability any number of times in a round, which means you could defeat 1 minion with a Metal Punch. Okay. For 3, you can deal 7 damage to an enemy. If you exhaust Cybernetic Arm to play this event, this attack gains overkill. So, kind of feeling Wolverine type vibes for this one. Because he has an event that does 8 damage with 3, and then if you use his claws to pay for it, then it has overkill as well. So, similar to that, but this is a 3 for 7 damage or 8 damage and overkill if you use his arm. So that's good. That's very average. Very average. But not below average, so that's good. Defeat another with a basic attack, then take out a third with an arm block. That sounds like a protection. Arm block. Attack defense. When an enemy attacks, deal 3 damage to it. So it's an interrupt attack defense. Okay. If you exhaust Cybernetic Arm to pay for this event, prevent all damage from that enemy's attack. Oh. Nice. Okay, so that's basically a backflip, but it deals 3 damage and it costs 1 more if you use the Cybernetic Arm, which the Cybernetic Arm won't be exhausted, so because this is going to be during the villain phase, so you'll always have the Cybernetic Arm available to do this. That's pretty good, and it deals 4 damage because you're going to use Cybernetic Arm as and it's an attack, and then you can also use this to take out minions. So the Cybernetic Arm is if you're probably doing it against the villain, you can prevent all damage, and then if it's a minion, you can probably just defeat it with the attack part. So I like this. That's good. That's really good. That'll help with his survivability as well. How many of those does he have? If that is his 4th card, and then Metal Punch is his 7th card. He might have 3 of those. Which would be pretty... Yeah, that would make his survivability a lot better if he had 3 arm blocks. He might have 2, though, and then 1 card in between Metal Punch and arm block. In the villain phase, and you'll have removed a total of 6 threat without thwarting once. Yeah, that is really powerful. The rest of Winter Soldier's kit is also focused around attacking enemies. Don his Winter Mask, which is a 14. You gain the Spy trait. Oh, that's sick. Hero response: after you attack and defeat an enemy, exhaust Winter Mask. Draw 1 card. For 1. Okay. So obviously he's going to be a minion slayer, and so after he defeats an enemy, he draws a card. He also gains the Spy trait. So you can play things like espionage and spycraft if you wanted to do justice, although you probably want to do aggression because he kind of has his own built-in justice if you play aggression. So, but and I think the spy traits are going to get a lot more use with this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. box. I haven't actually gotten it yet, but it seems like they will. So that's good. I like that. I hope there's another resource generator. I don't want that to be the only one. I mean, I guess he has his metal arm, so that's 2 resource generators. So yeah, that's okay. To net you a card draw when you take an enemy down. Then use Silent Infiltration which is his 12. The mask was a 14. This is an upgrade preparation. So this is probably 12 and 13, so he probably has 2 of these. After you attack and defeat an enemy, discard this card, ready your hero, and confuse an enemy. Wow. For 2, you get a confuse and a ready, and you're going to be defeating enemies. Also reinforcing that minion slaying. So, yeah. Okay, and if he has 2 of these, he can definitely get the kills, reckon. And also, this is probably... He's probably a good person to have... what is it? Oh, it's the one where you take a damage and then you ready. It's like Brute Battle Fury. Battle Fury for him. It's probably going to be good as well. Okay, Silent Infiltration to keep your momentum going while confusing an enemy as a bonus. Yeah. And that's even still good. Well, I guess it's not as good. Only for ready if you have a Stalwart. You could confuse a minion, I guess. But you probably want to kill the minions, so. But still, ready and confused, not bad for 2. To keep your momentum going while confusing an enemy as a bonus. If you need to stall the villain or soften up a particular tough minion, you can stun them with an electrical discharge, which is 9. Okay, we can go back and kind of see what cards are looking like. But we deal 4 damage to an enemy. If you paid for this event using a energy resource, stun that enemy. Oh, so he can like electrical do stuff with his hand. I knew this was in the comics, but it's not in the MCU. But obviously, this is a comic book version, which is better anyway. 2 for 4 and maybe a stun. Not bad. Not amazing. But if you're using the metal arm to do this, and this helps with his minion, because a lot of minions have 3, 4, 5 damage. This can get the kill without needing to spend too many resources. So that's good, and he can get a stun off. And I believe you can stun that enemy. So you can do this on the villain and get a stun. So that's good. So he has stun and confusion in his deck, but he isn't reliant on stun and confuse, which is perfect. Since the cybernetic arm generates a wild resource, you can always use it to ensure you get the full effect. Right, yes, this is true. When there are no more minions to hunt, Bucky can retreat to safe house 30. Nice. So safe house, Nick Fury has a safe house. Black Widow has a safe house. I believe Maria Hill might have a safe house. I don't actually know. But I know Nick Fury and Black Widow. So this is cool. Sticking with the safe house theme. Exhaust, safe house 30. Search the encounter deck for a minion and put it into play engaged with you. Then draw 1 card. That is interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Because, okay, so you're exhausting this. It costs 1. You search the encounter deck for a minion, put it in play, and then draw 1 card. So I feel like this is a kind of neutral effect. Because a lot of Alter Ego supports can just draw you a card and do something else, like heal a damage. But this is like a bad thing and a good thing. And I mean, yeah, if you can take out the minion and then remove threat and da-da-da-da-da. But I mean, you'd obviously just rather not need to take out the minion. You know? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm not super crazy about this one. It's interesting. It's card draw. It's card draw and Alter Ego. I feel like it's below average in the Alter Ego support range, though. Okay. To help him search for new targets and get him an extra card, ensuring that he has the tools he needs when it's time to go back on the offensive. Okay, and now we have our new aggression cards, which I'm super excited for new aggression cards, too. So we have Captain America, who has a 4 cost. Obviously, he's expensive. 2 thwart, 2 attack, toughness. After Captain America enters play, ready a shield character. Wow. Okay, so he has toughness, so he can take an attack, do 6 thwart or 6 attack, and then he readies a shield character when he enters play. And that can be... There's a lot of shield characters that would be really, really benefited by that. Dum Dum Dugan, Sharon, Agent 13, so she can ready another shield support. Winter Soldier obviously is shield. Nick Fury's shield. Black Widow's... Actually, I don't think Black Widow's shield in hero form. But, no, the shield allies get really boosted by that. That's good. I like that. Captain America Steve Rogers. Also have another Captain America card other than the leadership that costs 6 is good. I like that. And obviously it comes with Winter Soldier. Oh, are they going to have a team up card? That'll be sick. They should have a team up card. Okay. Aggressive stance, a 1-cost upgrade. Preparation. We're getting more into the preparations with this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I like that. After you engage a minion, discard this card. Search your deck for an attack event and add it to your hand. That is really cool. After you engage a minion, discard this card. Search your deck for an attack event and add it to your hand. Yeah, Thor, Rocket. Oh my goodness. I like this. This is for 2 cost, you get to tutor a attack event to your hand when you most need it. I like that card. I like that card a lot. Okay. Speaking of going on the offensive, Winter Soldier's pre-built aggression deck certainly helps bring the pain to the villain's forces. Use Spoiling for a fight. A 0-cost event, hero action. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play, engage with you, ready your hero. Interesting. So it's like Looking for Trouble, except you ready your hero instead of removing 3 threat from the main scheme. Yeah, I think that checks out on a balance level. So yeah, and this is another minion. Man, Thor is gonna love these cards as well. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Spoiling for a fight. To pull a minion from the encounter deck and ready up your hero, then trigger Aggressive Stance, which we just looked at, which I really like. I really like Aggressive Stance a lot. You can also grab an attack event to take that minion out. If you need a little help paying for that event, you can use Man on the Wall. Play only if your identity has the soldier trait. I like that. Exhaust Man on the Wall. I think Nick Fury is also a soldier, now that I think about it. Man on the Wall. What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. Exhaust Man on the Wall. Reduce the cost of the next card you play this phase by 1 for each minion engaged. Oh my goodness. That is super cool. You can only play if you have the soldier trait. So it's only like Nick Fury, Captain America, and Bucky. So Bucky's probably the only one using this. And then maybe Nick Fury. And then I don't have Captain America, so I won't be able to use him. But I mean, if you have Captain America, you can probably use this as well if you're playing Aggression Captain America. But I wish this had more targets, because that is a crazy good card. That's super cool. To reduce its cost by the number of men engaged with you. Finally, when you're ready to roll, call on Captain America. To ready another shield character, we looked at him. To ready up for another attack, then team up with him as a super soldiers. We got a team up card for Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I really wish I had Captain America's hero pack for this, because that would be so cool. Deal 6 damage to an enemy. Give Captain America and Winter Soldier each a tough status card for 3. Yeah. I can get on board with that. That's okay. Because he can do minions, get rid of minions with that. Yeah, that's good. Not outstanding, but that's good. That's worth it. And take the enemies down. Okay, and then we have Whiteout, which just looks like another Thunderbolt. So let's see what he can do. As we mentioned earlier, the Winter Soldier hero pack comes also with a modular encounter set featuring Blizzard, the elite Thunderbolt villain. Just like his fellow Thunderbolts, Blizzard, who's right here, Villainous, victory 1. After Blizzard attacks a character, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Encased in Ice. And attach it to that character, otherwise stun the attacked character. Sounds like a evil version of Iceman. Just like his fellow is a formidable elite minion with a double-digit hit points. His specifically revolves around controlling the battle and blocking the hero's attacks, making him especially problematic for aggressive characters like Winter Soldier. Fair enough. Whenever Blizzard attacks, he summons a copy of Encased in Ice. I don't know how many of these are. Attach your identity. Attached character cannot attack enemies other than this card. Any player can attack this card as if it were a minion. If there's 3 or more damage here, move all but 3 damage here to attached character and discard this card. Interesting. So you need to attack this, and then if you deal excess damage to this, you take damage. And then you can get rid of this. Interesting. So that's just annoying. This attachment blocks all of that character's attacks until they manage to break free, putting a significant dampener on their damage output in the meantime. To make matters worse, whenever Blizzard attacks a character that is already encased, he stuns them, freezing them in their tracks for even longer. And in the slippery conditions side scheme, after an ally enters play, exhaust it. Ugh. That's nasty. Yep. That's nasty. 3 threat per player and a hazard icon. He creates a slowdown to your allies, and any hero team may find themselves struggling to weather this storm. Fair enough. I haven't gotten Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so I don't know how the Thunderbolt scenario goes. But it sounds interesting. As an elite Thunderbolt minion, Blizzard's encounter set can be used as part of the Thunderbolt scenario in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yep. That said, it is still a modular encounter set in its own right, which means you can always add Blizzard into any scenario for some added challenge. Can you stop him from putting your heroics on ice? Then we got the cool Winter Soldier with his cat. I didn't see his cat. That might be his signature ally, which would be pretty cool. I'm down for that, especially since Captain America is not his signature ally. We know. So, if his cat was his signature ally, that'd be sick. Especially since we saw Falcon had his bird as his signature ally. Yeah. Deadly efficiency with his skills at taking down enemies while removing threat at the same time. Winter Soldier is a formidable hero and a potent addition to any team. Looking forward to taking on the Agents of AIM with Winter Soldier when the Winter Soldier hero packs arrive this June. I'm ready for June. Okay, that is it. So let's see what all his cards are. So Cybernetic Arm is his first. Oh, it is his first. So that means he does not have a signature ally. So that's his number 1. Metal Punch is 7. So that's 7, and it might be 7 and 8. Arm Block is 4. So we don't know 2 or 3. Arm Block is 4, and then we know 7. So it could be a 4-5, 6, and there could be 3 of them. Or it could be just a 4, and there's only 1 of them. Or it could be a 4-5, and then there's a 1 of something else at the 6 spot. I'm going to guess it's either 2 or 3. But I don't know. Winter Mask is 14. Okay, and we know there's only one of those. And that's 12. So I bet he has... Oh, he probably has 2 Silent Infiltrations. So 12, 13, 14. So we don't know the 15. Electrical Discharge is 9. So that... Here, let's go here. That Metal Punch was 7. So there's 2 Metal Punches. And then Electrical Discharge is 9. And so that's probably 9 and 10. And then 11 was... No, Silent Infiltration was 12. So we don't know what 11 is. Unless there's 3 Electrical Discharges. But there's probably not. So we don't know what 11 is. Or no, Safe House is 11. No, Safe House is 10. Oh. Is there only 1 Electrical Discharge? So there's only 1 of these. and then the safe house is 10, and then we don't know what 11 is. So 15, 11, 2, 3, and then 7. We don't know what any of those are. Technically 5. Okay. This is looking like a really cool hero pack. This is probably the one I'm most excited about by far. And then probably Silk, because Web Warriors. Gotta love Web Warriors. And then Falcon is coming in with aerial cards. Shuri's coming in with Wakanda cards. I'm probably equally excited for both of those. But, dude, Winter Soldier is looking really cool. Hey, before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what kind of content you want me to make with any of these 3 board games. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.